Hello students, welcome to St. Anjas online classes. Students, we are working from home. Now let us look at the question number 1 of exercise 13.3. So the question says an urn contains 5 red and 5 black balls. A ball is drawn at random. Its color is noted and returned to urn. Moreover, 2 additional balls of the colors drawn are put in the urn. First of all, let's understand what the question is saying till now. So we have a urn where we have 5 red ball, 5 red ball and we have 5 black ball. Okay, so now what happened that we have to draw a ball at random. Out of these 10 balls, I have to draw a ball at random. Okay, then we will note the color and noted its color. We have noted its color and just return back to the urn. Moreover, 2 additional balls of the color drawn are put in the urn. Whatever color of this ball was, we will add 2 more balls to the urn. We will add 2 more balls of the same color to the urn. Then a ball is drawn at random. What is the probability of the second ball is drawn? When we have done this process, then we will draw a ball. Then this ball is red. We have to find its probability. So that is the question. So what we are doing, out of this urn we have to draw a ball. We will note its color and put it back into the urn, and 2 additional balls of the same color will add. Then we will draw a ball. Then we have to find the probability that drawn ball is red. I hope this question is clear. So we can see here that there are 2 possibilities. If first drawn ball is red, it means what? I'm just 1 minute, let me correct it, that we are solving the case first. This is the case first. If first drawn ball is red, so out of this urn where 5 red balls and 5 black balls, I am drawing a red ball. Okay, I am drawing a red ball and putting it back. When I have put red ball in the back, then I will add 2 more red balls. As per the question, I will add 2 more red balls. Okay, so if first drawn ball is red, then probability of getting second ball red, that is equals to, first of all we have to choose a red ball. So what is the probability of choosing a red ball? That would be 5 upon 10. 5 upon 10 till now. Then we will add 2 more red ball and then we will choose again a ball, and that ball should be of red color. So now choosing a red ball second time, that would be equals to what? But how many red balls we have? 5? No, 7, because 2 additional red balls are also added to it. So now probability would be, we have 7 red balls upon total balls are 7 red and 5 black, 12 balls. Okay, so this is the case when we have first drawn a red ball, then we will add 2 additional red ball inside the urn and then we will take a red ball. That's the probability. Now case 2 would be if first drawn ball is black. Now the scenario is different. If out of this urn we have 5 red and 5 black ball. Now I am taking the first ball, that is of black color. Okay, black color. Then I will note it color and put it down. Then additional 2 more black ball I will add to the urn, and then I will draw a red ball that I have to find. So now probability of getting second ball red, but that would be equals to, first of all I have to choose a black ball, so there are 5 black ball and total ball are 10, so that would be equals to 5 by 10. Okay, let me take the new marker. 5 by 10. Okay, now when we have drawn a black ball and we have add 2 additional black ball, then choosing a red ball. So how many red ball will we have? We have only 5 red ball upon Beta, but how many total ball would be? 5 red and 7 black. So total are 12 ball. Okay. So this is the second case when we have drawn a black ball. Then we'll add 2 additional black ball. Then the probability of getting a red ball is equals to 5 by 10 into 5 by 12. So now total probability of getting second ball red is equal to case 1 plus case 2. It means what? 5 by 10 into 7 by 12 plus 5 by 10 into 5 by 12. So 5 by 10 is common. So 7 plus 5, 12 by 12. It means what? 1 upon 2 answer. I hope question is clear. Okay. Now please pause the video and note it down. But now look at the question number 2. So in question number 2, we have given a bag 1 where we have 4 red balls and 4 black balls, and in bag 2 we have 2 red balls and 6 black balls. Then further, one of the 2 bag is selected at random and a ball is drawn from the bag and found to be red. Out of these 2 bags, I don't know which one is picked up, and we have drawn a ball at random and found to be red. Then find the probability that ball is drawn from the first bag. On which concept this question is based? The ball drawn is red, that is known to us. Event has happened. From where it happened, the reverse probability, the base term. Okay. So now just let the events. Let E1 is the event. First bag is picked up. And E2 is the event. Second bag is picked up. And A is the event which has happened. The drawn ball is red. Drawn ball is red. And what we have to find? We have to find probability of that ball is drawn. Find the probability that ball is drawn from the first bag. That drawn ball is red. That has happened. That is given. We have to find that it was from the first bag. It means even. So we have to find P even slash A. That we have to find. So P even would be equals to what? We have 2 bags. Choosing 1 bag would be equals to what? 1 upon 2. Similar way, P E2 would be equals to what, beta? 1 upon 2. Okay. Now P A slash even. It means what? Getting a red ball when we picked up the first bag. When we pick up the first bag, then what would be the probability of getting a red ball? How many red balls we have here? 4. So 4 C1 upon total balls are 8. 8 C1. It means what? 4 upon 8, 1 upon 2. Okay. Now probability of A slash E2. It means what? Getting a red ball from when bag 2 is picked up. So how many red balls we have in the second bag? We have 2 red balls. So 2 C1 upon 6 C1. So then 2 upon 6. It means what? 1 upon 3. Now we have all the values. So now apply the base formula. So P E1 slash A, that would be equals to probability of event E1 dot probability of A slash E1 upon total probability, that will be equals to P E1 dot P A slash E1 plus P E2 dot P A slash E2. Okay, but now we have all the values, we are good to go. So P E1 is 1 by 2. P A y slash E1 is also 1 by 2 upon 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into P E2, that is also 1 by 2, and P A slash E2 is 1 by 3. So it is 1 upon 4 upon 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 6. I hope you can solve it by your own. Okay, so that would be the probability that getting a red ball from the bag 1. In similar way, if you have been asked to find P E2 slash A, it means that drawn ball was from bag 2. We will apply the same formula, but here we got P E2 P A slash E2 upon this formula. So we can get either way. Okay, I hope it's clear. Please pause the video and note it down. Now look at the question number 3. So in question number 3, we have a college where 60% of the students are hosteler. It means they live in the hostel, and 40% are the students, they are day scholars. It means they don't reside in the hostel. So previous year result report that 30% of all the students who are hostler attain A grade. The person who are residing in hostel, the report are that 30% of them will get grade A, and 20% of the day scholars attain grade A. At the end of year, one student is chosen at random. We have picked up one student at random and he got an A grade. Then question is asking what is the probability that the student is a hostler. Okay, quite similar to the previous question. Okay, so now let the events. Let E1 is the event student is a hostler. Okay, it means reside in hostel. And E2 is the event student is a day scholar. And let B is the event selected student got grade A. Okay, because this is the event which has happened, that we have picked up a student at random and he has an A grade, and then we have to find that probability that if student has grade A, then what is the probability that it is a hostler. It means even. So we have to find P even slash B. I haven't let here event as A because here grade is also A, so you might get confused. So that's why I just consider this event as event B. Okay. So now, so probability of E1, it means the chances of a student being a hostler, that is also given 60%. It means what? 0.6. Probability of being a day scholar, that is 0.4. Okay. Now, probability of students attaining grade A, it means event B attaining grade A when it reside in the hostel. Whenever a student reside in hostel, what is the chances that he will get a grade A? But that is also given. That is 30% of all the students who are hostler attain A grade. It means what? 30%. 0.3. And in similar way, attaining A grade when you are a day scholar, that is given 20%. It means 0.2. Now what we have to find? We have to find P E1 slash B. So that will be equals to P E1 dot P B slash E1 upon P E1 dot P B slash E1 plus P E2 dot P B slash E2. We have all the values. So P E1 is 0.6, P B slash E1 is 0.3 upon 0.6 into 0.3 plus PE2 is 0.4 and PB slash E2 is 0.2. So that will be equals to 0.18 upon 0.18 plus 0.08. That would be our answer. You can easily solve this. I hope it's clear to you. Now please pause the video and note it down.